take a moment and just slow down. In a world that's always moving fast, sometimes it's the smallest things that help us pause and enjoy the moment. Nail art is one of those things. It may seem simple at first, just colors, shapes, and designs. But when you look closer, it becomes something more. It becomes a form of creativity that's calm, detailed, and surprisingly satisfying to watch. In this video, you're not just looking at nail designs. You're experiencing a collection of styles that are meant to inspire, relax, and spark new ideas. Each design you see here is created step by step with patience and focus. Nothing is rushed. Nothing is random. Every detail is placed with care. Some designs feel soft and peaceful. Light colors, smooth blends, and simple patterns that create a calm and balanced look. These are the styles that feel easy, natural, and effortless. Then there are designs that bring a different kind of energy. Stronger shades, sharper details, and creative patterns that stand out immediately. These designs feel bold, confident, and full of life. And that contrast is what makes this journey interesting. You move from calm to expressive, from simple to detailed, without losing the flow. As you watch, notice how each design builds over time. It starts with a base, then slowly adds layers, until everything comes together in a complete and polished look. This process is what makes nail art so satisfying. It's not just the final result, it's how you get there. The smooth application, the careful lines, the small adjustments that make everything look just right. These moments may seem small, but they are what create the final impact. And sometimes, watching that process can be just as enjoyable as seeing the finished design. Nail art also gives you a chance to explore different styles without limits. You can try something minimal one day, and something bold the next. There's no pressure to stay in one style, because creativity doesn't work that way. It changes, it grows, and it adapts to how you feel. As you continue watching, let yourself relax into the visuals. Notice the colors, the movement, the balance between each design. Let it inspire you not just to copy, but to create. Because the best designs don't come from following trends. They come from experimenting, trying new ideas, and finding what works for you. So take your time, enjoy the process, and let this collection show you just how creative something so small can really be. As you continue watching, something starts to stand out. It's not just the designs themselves, but the feeling they create. Some styles feel light and calming. Soft tones, smooth finishes, and gentle details that create a sense of balance. These designs don't try too hard. They simply exist. And that's what makes them beautiful. Then there are designs that bring a little more energy. Deeper colors, stronger contrasts, and patterns that feel more expressive. These styles add a spark. They catch your attention and hold it for a moment longer. And what makes this experience interesting is how naturally these styles flow together. There's no sudden change, no harsh contrast. Everything moves smoothly from one design to the next, creating a continuous visual rhythm. That rhythm is what makes the viewing experience so satisfying. You're not just watching random designs. You're watching a sequence, a progression where each look connects to the next in its own subtle way. Take a moment to focus on the details again. The precision of each line, the softness of each blend, the way colors transition without feeling forced. These are the small things that often go unnoticed at first. But once you start seeing them, you realize how much effort goes into creating something that looks so effortless. That's the beauty of this process. It's quiet, it's controlled, and it's built on patience. Some designs may look simple, but simplicity takes discipline. Knowing what to leave out is just as important as knowing what to add. And that balance is what creates a clean, modern look. On the other hand, more detailed designs require a different kind of focus. Layering elements carefully, building depth, and making sure everything works together without feeling crowded. Both approaches are different but equally powerful. Because nail art is not about one method, it's about possibilities. As you watch, you might start thinking about your own preferences. Do you like something soft and minimal? Or something bold and detailed? Or maybe a mix of both? There's no fixed answer, because your style can change any time. And that flexibility is what makes nail art so personal. It allows you to adapt without losing your identity. So instead of trying to choose just one style, think of this as a collection of ideas. Different directions you can explore, different looks you can try, and maybe even something that inspires you to create your own version of it. Because in the end, inspiration is not about copying, it's about creating something that feels like it belongs to you. As this collection slowly comes to an end, take a moment to think about what you've just seen. Not just the designs, but the feeling they created. Because nail art isn't only about appearance, it's about how something so small can bring a sense of calm, creativity, and satisfaction. Each design you've watched started as something simple, a blank space, a basic idea, and with time, patience, and attention to detail, it turned into something complete. That transformation is what makes this process so meaningful. It reminds us that creativity doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes it's just about taking your time, focusing on the details, and allowing something to develop naturally. Some designs may have stood out to you right away. Others may have grown on you the longer you watched. And that's perfectly normal, because not every style connects instantly. Sometimes it takes a moment to appreciate the simplicity, or to notice the small details that make something special. That's why slowing down matters. When you give yourself time to observe, you begin to see things differently. You notice the balance, the precision, the quiet effort behind each design, and suddenly what seems simple starts to feel more meaningful. As you think about your favorites, remember that your choice doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to feel right. Because style is not about following rules. It's about choosing what connects with you and allowing that choice to reflect your personality in a natural way. Nail art gives you that freedom, the freedom to try something new, to change your style whenever you want, and to express yourself without saying a word. So don't be afraid to explore. Take inspiration from what you've seen here, but make it your own. Add your touch, change the colors, adjust the details, because the most meaningful designs are the ones that feel personal. As this video comes to a close, carry this inspiration with you. Let it guide your creativity and remind you that even the smallest ideas can turn into something beautiful. Thank you for taking the time to watch, relax, and enjoy this journey. If you found something you loved, don't forget to share it, because creativity grows when it's shared. Until next time, stay relaxed, stay creative, and keep finding beauty in the little things.
I know one of these designs caught your eye. Go ahead, don't keep it to yourself.